Hey man, Hebron Ben Bilal, come back at you with another edition of this Boomer's Logic. I want to drop a quick note or PSA or whatever you want to call it about the Flip Red Chicago movement because they're not done. But before I get into it, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, tell a friend to tell a friend. And so most of you remember when I was telling you about the Flip Red movement in Chicago. They were tired of the identity politics. They were tired of being told to vote Democrat when they hadn't been seeing anything beneficial come their way. All they seen was immigration, tax hikes, all that stuff taking over Chicago. So they come up with an organization or a group or a movement called Flip Red. So Flip Red started pushing back on all these politicians in Chicago. Their mayor, who's an absolute joke. The council members, they're pushing back. They all went and voted Republican to get Trump in office, but they're not done. They just recently called for a boycott of all those bootlicking cats like Ricky Smiley, D.L. Hughley, Plies, all them who were pushing this thing and trying to shame people into voting for Kamala Harris. So they're not stopping, and that's good. I love the fact that they've identified that they have the power, and they're not stopping because this is what you need to do. Now that you have the power, now that you have the control, shut out all that crowd noise outside that has been permeating, just being overwhelmed. You've been overwhelmed with all these messages telling you how to think and do this and do that by these deceitful snakes, because all they're doing is lining their pockets with your blood, with your poverty, with your struggles. That's how they getting paid. You're looking up at them and they steady lining their pockets while they telling you misinformation, guiding you left, when the whole time you need to be going right. I love the fact that you see these people who supported Kamala Harris are still crying in their beard. Literally, the election is over. It's done. And they're still crying and blaming everybody. It's over. Save that for the next election. Save that energy for the next election. Y'all still crying about the same thing. And I love the fact that these brothers and sisters in Chicago have taken the reins. They're not worried about the election anymore. That's over with. It's over and done. They on to the next thing. And I'm proud of the next step they have taken. The next step, they've taken their power and control back. Now we're blocking out all the white noise. Cancel this joker. Cancel this joker. We don't want to hear nothing from y'all down here in Chicago. We got the power. Whatever message we want to push in our community, we're going to dictate and determine that. That's what I always talk about. You have to control the flow of information. This is why a lot of Hebrew communities don't allow their children on social media. They don't allow it because they control the flow of information. They control what their children see and what their children hear. And this is what's happening with the Flip Red movement. They're breaking everything down to its basic common denominator, just breaking it completely down, and they're getting ready to reconstruct it. They're getting ready to put people in place that they trust and can depend on. They don't want any noise from the outside. They don't want to hear from the Charlemagne the Gods. They don't want to hear from Ricky Smiley. They're going to do it based upon what is good for them. And I'm so proud of them this morning, man. I was listening to it this morning, and I'm absolutely proud of them. I'm getting ready to get out of here, but I just wanted to make this video because this is the position all Hebrew communities take anyway. We don't listen to the outside noise. We stick strictly to Torah, right? We don't allow the outside influence how society is doing things. That doesn't influence us. And I love that Chicago is taking the same stance, where they've now come to the acknowledgement that these outside influences mean them no good. This is the position that more black communities need to take. It harkens back to the times of Tulsa, Harlem, when they were at their heights. The outside didn't mean anything to them. What was going on outside of their communities didn't mean anything to them. Whatever information they were getting was from each other, and it was relevant. it worked for their greater good. So I love the fact that Chicago is doing this. More black communities need to take heed, look at them, look what they're putting down, and stop all this listening to this outside noise, allowing these people to influence how you think and see things. Sit down with each other, communicate, and figure out what is best for you at the end of the day. And that's what it's all about. Just want to make this quick video. I'm proud of Chicago, and y'all need to check it out, man, and check out what they're doing. I love y'all. Until the next one, I'll see you.